In turn went with Ohio State wide receiver Carnell Tate. That is another need. I don't think that they're gonna go the same route that the Saints have gone or the Commanders. I think some teams are figuring out when you're doubling up on Ohio State receivers that the talent is there, but it doesn't always work out how you want it. So I think this is a great pick, but we don't know who's going to be throwing the ball to these guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I agree with your thoughts on that one. Jumping to my pick with the Titans, this is where I have Spencer Fano going. Again, really big, massive tackle. I'd like to see him be a little bit more consistent. That's why, the tackle out of Miami got ahead of him on my board. But the size is absolutely there. This guy can maul people. Going to help the Titans establish a run game again, which they desperately need to help Cam Ward out a little bit. In general, like at the moment the Titans fell off from when they were at the height of the Vrabel era was as soon as the offensive line fell apart. So now they really just need to build that back up again.
I see why you did that pick. I actually have looked at that position for them as well. This is where I have Carnell Tate going. Cam Ward does need protection, but he also needs people who can catch the ball, and that's something that was very lacking last year. I think that the Titans had the most drops in the NFL by far. Carnell Tate is a guy who is going to catch the ball. I have him as reliable as Terry
Well,
McLaurin.
outside of the semifinal against Miami, he had a rough go of it that day.
I mean, but you're not always going to have perfect days, you know?
Yeah.
So I think Tate here is going to give that weapon that's been lacking since A.J. Brown left. I don't think they've had a top receiver, and Treylon Burks, kind of a bust, ended up getting hurt, and they were just like, yeah, we're done with you. Didn't really have a number one receiver. They finally get their number one here. And maybe there won't be a ton of drops next year. But
Yeah. And I think we both kind of were on the same page here. Like they need something to help Cam Ward out.
yeah. Another one that I've had mock here, Tones has Arvel Reese going here. That's a good pick. They need that as well. They need everything really except for a quarterback. Doubling up for me, I'm gonna go to the Giants. The G-Men. I'm gonna go wide receiver again. Back-to-back wide receivers taken. This time I got Jordan Tyson. He's a dog. If Carnell Tate didn't have the year that he had, I think Tyson would have been the number one receiver. But just like the Titans, the Giants need pretty much everything also, except for quarterback and running back. But quarterback needs someone to throw to. Young quarterback, pair him with a young receiver. That's kind of the formula nowadays. And Harbaugh loves his quarterback wide receiver combos. So I think this is kind of where we start seeing the Giants make different decisions than they've made in the past.